my sister Denise. For today's video is actually Denise's idea. She mentioned it the other day. The question is, how do you use your home roller? So Denise said, I've never seen her doing home rollering. She said, why don't we do a live video? I'll roll my face as I do normally, and you can tell me if I'm doing it right or wrong. So I guess we haven't really talked much about this video. It was just an idea Denise said the other day, and tonight I was just like, right, do you want to do that video now? And we just literally jumped right into it. So I guess what I should probably ask is, have you ever seen any of the demonstration videos that I've ever done?
No. I have seen Yasmin's. I've recorded Yasmin's.
Oh, nice. You recorded them?
Yeah, but they are on different areas of the body, so...
Well, there you go, Yasmin, some brownie points for you there. Thanks for the support. It's always family, isn't it? So, I guess this is going to be interesting to see because I guess it's completely genuine. Then Denise hasn't seen how I recommend roll, and I've never seen Denise roll to correct her in any way. But I'll never forget the time that we were actually doing a video. It was a pre-recorded one, it wasn't live at the time. And I was doing a demonstration on camera on how to cleanse your face. And Denise is in the video with me. We just both broke out laughing because Denise is doing it completely the wrong way. So it ended up being a video of me showing Denise how to cleanse rather than showing the camera and you guys how to cleanse. So yeah, do you remember? I do,
because I didn't want to be on camera without makeup. Likewise now.
It's usually the opposite way around now, let's be fair.
Oh my god.
I'm usually always on here with no makeup. It just so happened that today I had makeup on, and poor Denise had to cleanse, obviously because we're going to do rollering, which is very important, that you always double cleanse. So Denise just done a double cleanse before we sit down right now. So I guess what we'll do is we'll get going and see how you do it. I think we are forgetting the hyaluronic filler, which you're going to need. So
okay, here. I'll grab it.
Do you know where it is?
Yep. Okay,
so I'm just going to grab the roller. I also have an offer at the end of this video for you guys, so stay tuned, and that offer comes with a free gift also. So this here is our Image ADS. This is the one that Denise is going to be using today, and it's a home roller. I'm just going to open it up. This is going to be yours after now anyway. Yep. So this is completely fresh, brand new, well sealed. Couldn't open it there. So as you can see, it comes in a little packaging inside, which is always sealed, so you know it's not been used or opened before. And then it's also inside a clear casing, which allows you to use your roller, clean it, and then pop it back in the case. Okay, so you can just pop it back in once you're done after you've changed, and then it's ready for the next use. You always need to make sure you keep that in a safe place where it's not going to get any dust, and obviously away from children if there is any children in the house. And never share your roller either. Okay, Denise.
I'm going to move to the mirror. So
I guess, let me ask you a question first. Do you think I'm going to end up correcting you?
Yeah. Yeah, just to be anal about it, yeah, I'd say.
Well, I'm only going to look at, you can look back on my demonstration video and see, was I being, bad in saying it?
Too critical?
Yeah, exactly. I'm only going to do what I do and what I've recommended before to everybody how to roll.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be doing it like to kind of pick at you or go at you in any way. It's just, if I feel, no, that's not how I recommend, then I'll say. I might actually just bring these a little bit closer so that you can see.
I need to work on here.
Okay, I'm just going to flip the camera around, if that's possible. Is it possible to flip this, sir?
Should be.
Oh, there is.
I don't think I have flipped. I hit the wand.
Oh.
Flip is there.
Ah.
You'll have to hit it again.
Okay. There we go.
We're not upside down now, like your first video.
No.
Okay, so hyaluronic filler. This is the older bottle as well, by the way. Very good. Still having it.
I end up misplacing them and going through others. And
Now,
then I end up finding the old bottles.
I don't know if Caroline is going to critique me that I'm starting with the forehead.
No, that's exactly where I start, so well done.
Because this is the area that I always do anyway, so I don't usually do my cheeks. Let's roll. Oh yeah, just get the bad skin in there with the torch, Caroline, why don't you?
Okay, yeah, so you're doing it differently.
Incorrect, or?
A way that I'd advise against rolling.
And your reasons being?
Because you can tear the skin. So can I just show an example, and then if you want to see how quickly you can adapt to it?
Yep.
Okay, what way can we do this actually? If you hold the camera, if I flip it back around?
Yep, perfect.
And okay. So how I always recommend to do this is a cross and an X. Have you heard of that before, Denise?
Nope.
Okay. So when I say a cross, it means you're all up and down in a straight line, back and forward in a straight line, and then we're going to come diagonal across that center point, back and forward like this, and then the opposite way.
Okay.
So we're doing a complete cross and a complete X, and we're completely overlapping and cross hatching this center part all the time. And we're going to roll back and forward approximately 10 times on each section. So that means this middle piece is going to get a total of 40 rolls.
Okay.
Sounds like a lot, but you'll know your own skin, and you can tell me then if you feel okay, we can stop. So you came on this section here? No, over here, you can see the redness. Yeah, you can actually see on camera there the redness. Now you've seen Denise was rolling really, really lightly, so you don't need to be too heavy-handed, lightly roll, and once you get redness, you're at a good end point.
I don't know if this
You're not
is
looking to draw blood.
bad camera work.
Okay, if you just bring it down to your forehead now. Okay, so where I always start then is in the centre brow. And you're coming, that's about 10 times. Now we'll come over and do an X. 10 times. Now we'll come up this way. And then down this way. Okay, now that's that section complete. We then move up here. And then into the X. So this entire section now in the center is done. We may need to do that one more time here, and then we'll have just one small section here. So we'll double, single, then we do a double and a single, and that's the entire forehead complete. After that, we'd work down the cheek area, up the mouth area again, the chin, the mouth, and onto the nose. And then we'll finish up on the right side of the face, which is your left, looking at the camera.
I had the camera there waiting for you to do it.
I'll be on my knees now in a second.
Do you want to do that section again?
Now, do you want me to do it again?
Yeah, just do that
Okay.
section one more time there.
So just to demonstrate again now here, we're just going to come above the eyebrow. So we're coming to the left. You'll actually see the redness. It doesn't take long, a couple of seconds, and it comes up. So we're now going to come above the eyebrow. Eventually you won't need to count. Your hand will just know when to stop. And then up in the next. Onto the next. And it's really quick, like you can get a full face done in less than 15 minutes. Are you feeling this?
Yeah. It's because there's no hyaluronic.
Okay, so we'll actually get another single one in here. Okay, so that's this side of the forehead complete, and the centre. Do you want to try on this side now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pop a bit of hyaluronic onto where you need it because I can feel it.
And see, as Denise is rubbing this in here, when you're applying your hyaluronic filler onto the next section that you're about to treat, bring the remaining residue. Here's a little teddy biting on Denise's feet. So as I was saying there, sorry, when you're applying your hyaluronic filler onto the next section that you're about to treat, always bring the remaining residue over to the side that you've just treated, because remember, you're opening up the channels in your skin, so you want to be taking that opportunity to get the products that you're using deeper into the skin. So as you roll, it's the perfect time to be doing that.
Okay, by the way, I'm probably going to end up rolling like usual because hand is in a habit. So this way? Yeah.
Yeah, well, it doesn't actually matter what way you start. Once you know if you've gone this direction, you then need to come across the opposite and then do an X, yeah.
We're leaving a bit out there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I obviously know that you come around the area here where the bone is, so you don't go any further than that. That's right.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I know a lot of people want to get the lines around their eyes, but
We'll probably just keep this video to when Denise finishes off one side of the cheek and works up the chin and the nose, and then we'll come off video and finish up maybe. Now, with you now, after hearing that, Denise, for the first time, do you feel like you have a bit of a structure to roll in your face?
yeah. Yeah,
Did
definitely.
you feel before you were a little bit loose-handed and, oh, where am I going next, or?
No.
No.
I just felt like I'd roll wherever.
And you'd feel where you rolled and you'd know where you didn't roll.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's another thing, like you will immediately know where you've rolled on your skin. You'll feel the heat in the area, almost like you're heating up in the sun. And that's why the skin looks sunburnt after treatment and also feels like you've gotten a sunburn. It's the best way of explaining it, isn't it?
Mhm.
How does your forehead feel now?
Yeah, it's kind of like a burning sensation on it, but like bearable.
Yeah. Like, does it feel like in any way you'd need to cool it down?
No, definitely not.
Mm.
No. Just a little bit of serum usually feels more comfortable, but that's what, like, I'd stick a bit more serum on when I finish generally, and then the max cream.
Yeah.
Because I usually do it before going to bed. Well, I actually do it lying in bed, not even looking in the mirror. So
Yeah.
this is my first time looking in the mirror.
Right, okay. Now, do you find their pressure was the same? It's probably hard to
See,
judge
I
'cause you're
think
not on the forehead.
it's different when I'm doing it because I'm placing it on the skin myself.
Yeah.
Whereas opposed to when you were doing it, like, you're kind of, it feels a bit different. But yeah, same pressure.
Mm-hmm. It can feel a little bit nippier like that on the forehead because the skin is much thinner. Not so much that it hurts in any way, because Denise, like, wouldn't have a great pain threshold. She's like myself. She's an absolute nightmare to treat with laser hair removal. So I consider her worse than me. So yeah, you would have seen her flinching quite a bit if it was anyway painful.
I think I probably did flinch a bit though when you were doing it.
Were you?
Yeah, but you'll see now that the redness, I'm sure, is the same. I just want to get there where I've left out.
Yeah. So you can see the redness is built up on that side compared to the other side.
Could probably do a bit more though. So do you want me to do the other side?
I'll do the chin, the upper lip, and then up the nose.
I just want to rolled. In case anyone's looking, thinking that I am rolling over spots, they're not current spots there. They got
What are they?
They're like
They're all
dead
spots,
ones,
marks,
yeah,
yeah,
they're
okay.
just red from...
Yeah, so if you have any active aggressive spots in any way, you need to wait until they're completely gone. So you can see these, Denise has just like 2 red marks here.
Oh yeah, just getting up close, thanks.
They're completely, like they're not risen in any way, so they're completely dead on the area. One thing you don't want to be doing is spreading spots along the area. So never roll over anything active, and that would go for cold sores as well. If you have an active cold sore infection, you cannot do any home roller. You need to wait until it's completely gone. And like that, if you feel any tingling and you know that's a cold sore coming on, you wouldn't home roll at that point either. Let the cold sore come and go, and then go back and do your home roller. Have you any questions, Denise, that you get asked in the clinic a lot from clients for home rollering, or else even for professional rolling?
A lot of people would ask, how soon would you see results?
Good question.
So I don't know if you want to answer that now, or if you want me to.
You'll generally notice the results from the following day. Your skin will be nice and plump and fresh looking, although it will be present with some redness. You will still have a little bit of swelling ever so slightly in the skin. So you will definitely notice like a Cinderella effect from the following day. But for collagen synthesis and elasticity production in your skin and strengthening, that takes time. So to see the full benefit from that, really it takes a good 12 to 16 weeks before you see the full benefit from every single treatment that you do. So I mean, you're going to be home rolling, we recommend every week. So you'll be building on that each week as it goes, but you're not really going to see the full effect from your very first treatment until 3 to 4 months later.
And a lot of people, so professional rolling, how many sessions would they need?
Generally, courses would start off at a minimum of 3 for professional. It really depends on the concern. Like acne scarring are going to definitely take more treatments, open pores. It depends on how enlarged they are and how quickly that they're going to not disappear, but minimise in size. When it comes to like uneven skin tone, like that, it can take less treatments because you'll see an effect with skin tone evening out fairly quickly with needling, especially using the lightening serum. So if anybody's going to be looking at using a home roller, if you've already purchased one or if you're thinking about purchasing one, if you suffer with uneven skin tone or pigmentation, if you're prone to pigmentation, then lightening serum would be the products that we would recommend you use for using with your home roller. Have you done the nose? No, you haven't.
Not currently, no.
You've just done the upper lip there?
I did.
Okay.
And then another big question a lot of people keep getting confused about would be how to clean the roller. So I think maybe a demonstration would be good.
Yeah.
To do.
Yeah, I'll probably do something like that then tomorrow. If anybody watching this video would like to see how to clean a roller, just let me know in the comments below. And for anybody who is an existing client in our clinic, or if you've ever purchased from our online skin shop, you will automatically get free access to a private skincare group, which you would have received a link in an email at some point. If you cannot locate it, just please get in touch with us and we can get that link sent straight back onto you. You can email us on shop@havanaskinclinic.com. But on the skin group, you're going to get full demonstrations on how to use your roller, and there's other questions and answers being given over there. And if you feel free, you can answer any questions that you might have. It's a nice small group, it's very private, So a lot of people are more comfortable to be more open about questions that they might have.
I don't know if you're watching there, so I started on
This.
this side. If you can see that I'm getting spotting as well there.
Yes, okay, so I would say Denise is definitely going too heavy-handed on the nose. I'd lighten up completely because you don't want to draw blood. When was the last time you rolled?
2-3 weeks ago.
Okay, let's have a look there again. So if you can see the blood spot in here, you don't need to...
Like, oh, she's going up close to my face.
You were actually holding your breath. Just holding your breath to make you look better.
No, I'm just dying inside. I hope I'm never single in my life. I'll never get someone going on camera with no makeup.
You have a nice glow already though after rolling. But you never want to draw blood in that way with home rollering. That does happen on a professional treatment because we're rolling a bit deeper. With the needles, they're a lot deeper than what you'll get with your home roller. So all I would put that down to is applying a little bit more pressure than what was needed on that area. So if you find that happens, just lighten up. Okay, so Denise is now going to go over the cheek area, right?
No,
Or
I'm
you're
just
applying that?
yeah, I'm just using all your filler while I'm here.
I know, and I'm nearly empty.
So I can actually, like, I don't know if you can see that with the light on, can you? With the torch. You can see the areas where I didn't roll.
Yeah, so where you've left out
Is
is where I would leave out as well and do at the very end. So if you notice here, if you look sideways, you can see here on the crow's feet and then the opposite side are the sections that Denise hasn't fully rolled over. But I would leave them until the very end anyway and give them extra attention because that's where we'll tend to see the first wrinkles. So whether you're early doing your home rollering and you're going to prevent the crow's feet, or if you've already got them and you want to minimise them, you would then use your cross hatch motion that I just showed you along the crow's feet and also on the eyebrows. So if I can get you to hold the phone, and I'll just do that because we need to get this battery all on charge because I think it's going to go. Oh yeah, I'll flip this around so you see where you're pointing. Okay, so I'll go over this side.
Ooh, I look red.
Okay, so coming in here again, just the same cross hatching. And then diagonally up across this section again. Diagonally. Okay, so that's that side done. We'll now move over here. Okay, so that's the eye area done. And now, do you do your eyebrows?
No.
Okay, so that's one area that a lot of people will tend to forget to do. So I'm just going to pop some hyaluronic filler on. Because remember, the eyebrows are an area that we would tend to not get right in there with our cleansers as well. So we can get a lot of build-up of dead skin cells, so we need to make sure that we pay attention to those also. Now, they can be sensitive to roll across. Can you feel it a little bit more here?
No.
No. You will probably feel the following day, especially after the first time rolling your eyebrows, they will be a little bit more tender than the rest of the face.
I actually never cleansed around the eye.
So we would just do it in two sections because your eyebrow will usually arch. So come up the first arch, roll back and forward about 10 times really lightly, and then come down for another 5 or 10 on the far side. And that's it done. That's your roller. Okay, so you'll probably see now with a little bit of a better lighting, the finishing look. And the other side. Okay, so that's really nice even redness all around. You're a pro, Denise.
Where's the box and I'll just put it in so Teddy doesn't get to eat it.
Okay, so how does your skin feel there now, Denise?
So I can feel a bit of heat. Just kind of is stinging more so around the bony area, so like cheekbones. That's it. Forehead feels fine now. It's kind of wearing off. Yeah, just heat.
Okay, so the only other thing that I'd recommend now is Denise applying an SPF on. An SPF that contains zinc oxide. Although it's 12:30 at night where we are and there's not one bit of sunlight out, we're always exposed to UVA rays, which is the rays that ages our skin. Always remember you've got UVA and UVB. UVA, the A stands for aging, and UVB, the B stands for burning, so that's when the sun is out. But UVA rays is what we're always exposed to, and that's what withers down our skin, and like pollution, environmental damage. You're going to get your protection from your SPF, from free radicals. It's also full of antioxidants, and if it has zinc oxide contained in it, that works on inflammation in the skin. So it's like a repair on your skin, and that's exactly what we need to do now after needling, is repair the skin. Are you feeling really hot?
No.
If you're feeling really hot, don't worry about it because it's very normal, but if you feel like it's too much for you to handle, you can just fill, like if you have rubber latex gloves at home, fill them up with water, just put them in the fridge and have them ready to go for a little bit of cooling. But I wouldn't be advising to cool the area down too much because you want that inflammatory response in the skin to do the work. When going to bed after rollering, always change your pillowcase, so we'll get you a clean pillowcase for tonight, because you don't want any bacteria getting into the skin, because it's just being freshly rolled, the channels are open, so you take that opportunity to keep the skin nice and fresh, and just keep the products that you've applied on, which would be, in Denise's case, the hyaluronic filler, and now our SPF is going to be applied on afterwards. You would sleep in them products and don't cleanse them off until the following morning. Is there any other questions that you would get asked like that for post-treatment?
No.
No.
I don't think about it.
Yeah. So we'll leave it at that, guys. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below, and I'll come on tomorrow and answer some of them questions. And the offer that we have for you today is 66% off getting your hands on your own image ADS. And also you get a free gift with that too. So be sure to check that out in the link along with this video. Little Teddy running away.
Teddy wants a roller.
If you want to stay as young and fresh and healthy and pure looking as this little chaplain over here, you gotta get rolling. So we'll leave that link in the description there. They are selling out fast. The reason for the 66% off wasn't that we're being super generous, although we always are, and we always do the best that we can for our clients. But unfortunately, there was silly mistake on the packaging where there was like a text error, probably not even noticed by most people. So our options were to either bin the thousands of rollers, well, over 1,000 rollers that we had gotten. It was either bin them or offer them out at an absolutely ridiculous price instead to everybody who is happy to take them with the spelling mistake only on the packaging. The roller is absolutely fine. We trialed and tested and made sure we were getting our hands on the perfect roller with the finest needles on the market that we could source, and we were in testing on that for like the guts of a year, but it was just when we sent in, obviously the proofing got mixed up. Well, to be honest, we did send over the correct proofing, but the manufacturer has taken an older proofing that had got some spelling errors on it. But again, it was our own mistake for not say double and triple checking everything. So I guess I need to be held fully responsible for that mistake, and it shouldn't happen again, hopefully not. But while it is 66% is off at the minute, they have been selling really fast. There is not many left, so make sure to grab it while you can. And as I said, any questions, feel free, leave them below. As always,
feel beautiful, be happy, confidence is key.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you again tomorrow.